All right, let's continue. YouTube was being weird, or rather, the PlayStation was being weird, and wouldn't let me put in Boogaloo because I did Theater Investigation 2 or Theater Murder Investigation 2 Electric Boogaloo, but it wouldn't do the word Boogaloo for some reason. I don't know. Okay.
Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased, people who died a long time ago.
Someone who died.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra...
You mean I'm a ghost? No. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact
Yeah. Even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound...
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of.
Except there's no concrete evidence. Still, it seems like the best explanation.
All right, so how could Shram not know that he's dead?
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and... I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death, so I forced myself to forget.
Well...
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity. But I was going to do whatever it took to buy her a chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard. And out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want.
It's just... If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me.
But...
No. I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place. And take all this death with me.
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
My good sir. We both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end.
No, I'm speaking on...
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Waterimp.
I'm expecting this to yield results.
Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova. Do you know what happened to her?
My guess is that it's her mother.
Ozarova.
Oh, Auntie.
Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids, too.
I'm so glad she survived. As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days.
That is cool, though. Fascinating that he could affect the world to a certain degree. Still interested about the...
Take care, my man.
Does the
I know
thing go away?
Mr. Shram was already dead, but
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past few centuries.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city?
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly do.
I mean, again, that was centuries ago.
All this time?
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can consider this matter settled. Let's all take a break.
Ugh, if only this blasted storm wasn't still raging on.
Yeah, that is the main issue here, is the existence of the storm. Juganov?
I was actually planning on hiring him as my bodyguard after we got out of here, you know.
I mean, that makes sense for you.
Even though Shram was already deceased, his decision to walk into the snowstorm was still a sacrifice.
This is one of the few times I don't feel at all happy to have my theory proven true.
Yeah, I'm expecting it's not over, by the way. I'm thinking he may have caused the effect of death, but not stopped it, you know. Wait, what? Oh, is it destruction? Oh, here's these two.
Well,
I've been getting used to teleporting
at
around.
least it
I'd
seems like
forgotten
Mr.
how to
Shram
actually walk
stayed
around here.
optimistic until the end.
The information he revealed.
At least the lingering regret that kept him here has been put to rest.
There's still one more NPC that has to be killed off. That's Juganov. Gotta wait and see.
Looks like now we can just rest. I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years.
Knock knock.
Hmm?
Knock knock.
You know...
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelik.
Please come in, Miss Odette.
Thanks.
So, why did you come to find me?
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret identity from the start, but when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me. Yes, I'm extremely grateful for that.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened to the Senora against me, so...
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity. So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice. It's about Mitia. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead. As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitia, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity, so I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective. Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved, but I am a Fatus. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitia seemed to be dead. I checked his breathing and his pulse. I thought maybe another anti-Project Stuja activist had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more brutal method.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murders started happening, and that is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single Mitya out.
Exactly. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Schramm was a ghost, and we knew there was only one extra person.
But I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
So, what?
Let me confirm one thing first.
Around a week ago.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. He seemed completely normal to me.
So he was definitely alive on that day.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater's ley lines. But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley line...
You're right. I guess he...
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
You're right.
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet? Where do I line up?
That's not what's going on here.
Well, I was just making the rounds. Thought I'd...
Now would be a good point to talk to him. Or not. I would ask him directly with at least 2 people present. And especially with the traveler present. Again, he was the first person to show up. We all run away from the black mist from the moment we are born. Which means the black mist myth is death.
Could it be connected to that monster that just arrived in Snezhnaya?
Oh, I can't read the thing.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
Let's let this snowstorm continue to rage on. Before you know it, night falls once more.
Do you think people still feel the cold after they die? I'm wondering about Schramm.
Death itself is cold, isn't it? I'm sure the storm will embrace him.
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm going to miss him, I think. It's not like we can blame him for Rampana and Kulish's deaths. Thinking back on it, we barely made it out alive ourselves. Once we get out of here...
Are you okay?
Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because Tonya stood up for you this morning?
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly he would have been hurt.
I told you already,
Bunch of rascals. Little girl? I was rather surprised when you...
Oh, no need to thank me.
I've been too embarrassed to admit it, but so kind to everyone. But never lets her old man off the hook. Especially when she was little. All right.
I don't...
Are you taking anything for...
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother. He's gonna...
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight, now that the deceased has left our midst. However, out of an abundance of caution...
shouldn't we take shifts?
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now. After all the tension of the past few days, everyone else should just focus on getting a good night's sleep.
What a long day. This whole situation turned out to be way more complicated than I expected, but Valeri's right. I should just try to calm down and get some rest.
There's gonna be more issues, by the way. Another person's gonna die.
To give myself nightmares.
I really hope that it's not the 2 NPCs that are left, because that would be so bad. Chuganov wouldn't be the worst, but Tonya would be fucking devastating.
She's awake. She's awake! Get over here, you big lug!
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? Can you walk? He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to taking down monsters...
Yeah, Black Mist is still
Curses!
coming.
The Black Mist is catching up to us. Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen
What?
you around
Oh,
here
cool.
before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know me.
Mr. Door, monster! Quick, get rid of them!
I can just push these ones off.
Oh, well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
Oh, he just does like 1 billion damage.
Thank me. This is where my duty lies.
Ow. Okay, really? Dude, can this enemy stop fucking attacking me? Like, seriously. Like, can it just stop with its freaking 4 billion long attack string? What the fuck was that shit?
So we're doing this so early.
Oh, remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same.
I imagine Chuganov's gonna get to be the one left behind here, and he's gonna die.
Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
No.
Remember to jump. I'm going upstairs. I'm giving us no healers is a bit of an annoying one.
I'm so exhausted. Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they coming from within the Black Mist? No, no! They're gaining on us!
He's gonna get left behind.
Mr. Door, what are you doing?
Found it. This is my door.
What?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
No! You saved us!
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so long. You must make haste.
But, you're right.
Interesting. Mr. Door, huh?
The Black Mist isn't moving anymore. Looks like I didn't... Surely I wasn't so scared out of my mind that I hallucinated. Oh, okay, good. Getting sleepy.
Oh, don't tell me he's dead. Dude, if Valeri's dead, I'm going to freaking freak out, dude. I'm going to freak.
Is it morning? Oh, I guess everyone's still asleep. These past 2 days. Valeri?
Oh my god. If he's actually dead, that's gonna be insane. Looks as calm and composed as ever. Even now it seems as if there's no burden he couldn't shoulder. Yet around him, time seems to stand still, as if the gods, in their mercy, finally granted him a moment of respite.
Wake up! Everyone!
Oh my god, he's actually dead? No way! Holy shit! No! No! What? The vision holder with such a detailed freaking model? There's no
Just like
way.
the last 2 nights. No clear cause of death. I've been a real thorn in your side, haven't I, Mr. Valeri? But for me, life will be all the duller for not having to run away from you, my friend.
How's Tonya?
I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious. She's just exhausted from the past couple of days.
That means Valeri was the only one who died last night.
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, It would have been impossible to kill him without waking everyone else up.
This is so frustrating. Why has nothing changed since yesterday?
Actually, one thing has changed. There's only one victim this time.
There's 2 dead people. That's because...
But
Wait, no, that's not it. Because I saw Mr. Stram and it was wrong. Yeah, there it is.
after the deceased Shram left, there was one less victim last night. That more or less tracks. It's a reasonable conclusion. Oh, the number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of dead among us. That's your theory, right?
Exactly. We identified Mr. Shram, and by that logic, there must be...
Another one? But there was only one person.
Having an extra person was definitely a cause for alarm. But being one person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the middle of the show, or...
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, then it's just... At the time, we had no... if only we'd taken it more seriously as a...
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick to dismiss Odette's concerns.
What is this about?
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping from the rest of us. I'm the dead person? Wow,
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but we thought it just wasn't possible. So
yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached the same conclusion. Let me just try and verify this. I just scoured my memories, but I honestly have no recollection of dying.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few days ago myself, I also...
Well, if it isn't Mitya...
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before all this?
No, never.
Now, just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You're in the hot seat, and all of a sudden you want to divert our suspicions onto...
Trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people, and I've had enough of it. If you don't want to engage in a civil discussion, you can shut up.
Oh my god. He hit him with it.
Brat!
Did Mitya ask about Tonya? Because I suppose I only identified her by age and...
I'm just saying, you're going around casting suspicion on people for no reason. I can vouch for her, if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's the sister of that Harbinger, isn't she?
Oh, really? You're telling the truth?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically.
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. In which case, it's... Miss Odette, could you go over that afternoon with me one more time?
No problem.
No matter how hard I try, I just can't remember anything about dying. Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss.
Oh, yeah. You said it was hindering the progress of your experiments.
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, I'm pretty sure I experienced something like amnesia. Some of my memories from that afternoon are missing.
Are you suggesting you're missing the memory of your...
Of course. How am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily aware of their own death.
You mean being silently assassinated? Or dying in your sleep?
The researcher's amnesia. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough on a series of issues that have been troubling me for quite some time. All right.
Oh, leave! Hey, wait a minute!
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna fight for your life?
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my research popped into my mind. But then, my train of thought suddenly cut off. I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes.
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. There's a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no?
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or in a similar state. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the deceased. There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the theater will be a relief for me. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well, apparently you've all witnessed my resurrection recently anyway.
Michia's right. This is the only thing we can try right now.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment after experiment in an attempt to obtain the truth? With this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia, we've been paralyzed by not knowing and powerless to do anything about it. But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this.
It's also possible that no one is dead. Boy. Let's check on Tonya.
Poor Mr. Micha.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it.
I hate goodbyes.
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we
Well,
might not wake up.
It's not really luck as much as the fact that they killed off the sort of unimportant NPCs.
You could take it a step further and say that the same is true outside, too. Who can never be 100% sure when they drift off to sleep that they'll open their eyes again in the morning? If I make it out of here, I'm going to cherish every moment that I'm awake.
Without regrets, I feel like a strange sense of anxiety.
Are you okay?
If something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here now.
I have a travel companion named Paimon. Alosha and Odette have met her before.
You're worried about her, aren't you?
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything that happens from the sidelines. Maybe it's because I'm a descender?
A descender?
But with Paimon by my side, over time, I slowly felt my connection to this world growing stronger. She loves eating, sleeping, and having fun, but she's also a great guide. It's her authenticity that makes this whole world feel more real for me. Over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering, what would Paimon say if she were here right now? But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already moved on. I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but I really miss Paimon. I guess, in a way, she means the whole world to me.
I bet she misses you when you're not there as well.
I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnegrad in droves, I also felt like the whole world was suddenly empty. I could be surrounded by people all smiling and having fun, and still feel completely separate from it. So, I totally understand how you feel. Later on, I started to think, maybe accepting the fact that our loved ones won't always be with us is something that takes a lifetime. All we can do is cherish their companionship from moment to moment. So, once we get out of here, you better hurry back to our side as fast as you can.
Thank you.
But Vodyanitsa...
That's just the choice I made. Like I said before, singing is a water imp's primary mode of expression. It's how we convey our emotions. Our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. Each one a story pieced together through moments of joy and sorrow. But does a story exist without someone to read it? So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left to sing these songs and listen to their stories.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime?
A fan after my own heart. Thank you, Tonya.
Okay. I've never heard that one before.
Color me impressed, Tonya. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It means something like, may those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more.
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're not well. We should all turn in early.
Okay. But,
Of course.
Once I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back. But I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodianitsa sing again. Before I fall asleep, I should cherish this moment of companionship.
I feel like someone else is gonna die. Tuganov, maybe?
So
Wreck in the dark mist again. Is that Tonya? Is that Tonya? It is, isn't it?
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch. All right, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. Sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again. Yep. Luckily, I was here to resurrect you.
a bit more than a bummer.
Sure I do. I'm your guardian. I specialize in soul recall.
Oh.
All right. There's no time to waste. The black mist is already catching up. We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light. Shh. It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you. Look out! The next switch is over there.
I don't have any stamina for this. We lost. I'm on the first time. We're going all the way up there.
No, Night Prayer is here too. This can't be the only path. Let's head up there and take a look. The switch is just up ahead. Hurry! too dark. We're not. Traveler! I won't let you die.
Dying is
Great.
Yeah.
Time for you to get out of here.
What about you?
I can't. I've already been used up.
Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. Don't use the words used up. Oh my god. Don't say that to a Deltarune player. Come on, man. She was used up. You were used up.
A guardian spirit's skills are finite. I might not look any different. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything. Go.
And then she's gonna die?
What do you need, sir?
Well, I guess there's no need to inspect the body.
You need to grow numb to the tragic deaths that await each morning. Before long, the lament of countless water imps seemed to resound around the theater, full of deep affection and sorrow for Vodyanista. Emotions begin to respond in kind, leaving a heavy feeling in your chest. Dude, okay. These are definitely fake. I don't think they're actually
This
dead.
wasn't supposed to happen. You let.
Take a long, hard look at yourself. I suspected you on day one, Lelic, and now look where we are. By some strange... And you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on the sidelines. Yet, you were the one who stopped us from leaving from the start!
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. That's either a sign of where was all this passion and bravado before?
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it on. You think I'm afraid to die after all this?
After all the trauma of the past few days, Valeria and Nietzsche aren't here anymore. But first, I need to think this through.
It's most likely to be the deceased. No one. That's... Well, Tonya. Honestly.
Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tonya. People are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, child's sister, but Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday. Tonya, how's Tusser been lately?
Tusser?
Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home, right?
No.
Oh.
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining. Yesterday you said you could vouch for Tonya.
I knew you were behind this. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking. That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelic, I noticed you were home alone. But thinking back on it now, that doesn't seem very...
Even that was a lie?
Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm?
I think I remember now. The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate. But it can be fatal. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker and weaker. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once. So things could be like they used to, just for one day. He agreed. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside. It was...
Oh.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere, but there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and... Tonya. Yeah, I know. I understand. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I'm sorry, everyone.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook When we escaped from the hospital, so when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know. At least your memory of death isn't painful. Now it's your turn, Chuganov.
You're right. I was lying. I happen to know that the Harbinger child and his sister Tonya managed to get tickets, so I lied to you, and yes, the truth of the matter is, I lost them a long time ago. I just refused to accept reality. And now I've spent the second half of my life living a lie. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, as in Iskra Manufacturing Plant.
Hello?
Take the rest of this garbage out, take that can out to the street, please, sir.
Okay.
Oh, man.
She also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old. If she were still alive today, she'd be around the same age as little Tonya here after Iskra passed. My wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. One day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. But at least it's not a crime. So explain your false testimony then.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew medicine for her from frost fairy flower leaves. Combined with her various symptoms, I suddenly understood everything. The snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. But the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight, also known as the snow cough, had finally been developed. It turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. That was the final straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough. Poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you...
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead.
I just don't believe in your crackpot theories. How can you just declare a living person dead and throw them out into that snowstorm? Nitia's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. The others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing right in front of us, alive and breathing. I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, the very moment it stops, I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm. Not again! Not this time!
Mr. Chuganov, stop. By the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night before last. I really liked Mr. Valeri, Mr. Meat. I'm not happy about that. The reality is, you've been trying to fight your own demons through me. But all you've really done is trap me inside your delusion along with you.
No! Listen to me.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. I don't need to be saved. The time I got to spend with all of you is, despite all the bad things that kept happening, I got to meet so many interesting people and spend so many days and nights by your side. Since the day I escaped that hospital until now, this has been an adventure I never even dared to dream of. I'm very fond of you all. If it were only possible, I'd trade my soul to bring back the ones who died. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov. It's them that you owe an apology to, sir. Not me. Well then, I suppose this is it.
You're leaving already?
No thank you. My name is Patashka. It was nice meeting you all. Feels strange that we're only being properly introduced now that it's time to say goodbye.
Tashka,
What are you doing, Tuganov? Are you...
let me leave.
In your dreams. Don't think you're getting off that easy. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here, I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know, this storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by now.
Wait, we finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater.
Fair enough.
And yet you won't let me die first.
Hey, Shuganov, on a serious note, if we do make it out of here, you should close down that factory of yours.
Is this really the time to be discussing my factory? All right, fine. I'll shut it down. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand.
Should we open the door?
If the last few days are anything to... Whatever lies beyond that door, this...
I'm definitely opening it myself. I do suspect all of this is fake in some way, and that none of these characters have actually died. Again, Feywild shit, you know? We are, in fact, literally in the Feywild. Mitya? Bro's still alive!
Hey, everyone. I'm back.
How are you doing?
Much better, thanks. Whew. Let me see. Tonya and Vodyanitsa are missing. Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you...
Not Tonya. Pitashka.
First, tell us how you made it back here. Give...
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was... a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments ago, there was the entrance to the theater.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this up."
That must have been Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead.
Huh. No kidding. Huh? When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like this was a world where only the snowstorm existed. There wasn't a trace of any humans or buildings ever having been there. I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that it just didn't seem like the real world.
I've been in the dream
And
world
as
all
for
the
the
time.
Requiem, if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, it can only mean that I must already be dead. And this is my soul, not my body. But I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there. Nor do I feel any different now than before I walked into the snowstorm.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, this is something I've been wondering about. Both Shram and Pitashka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls didn't look or feel like ghosts at all.
This raises a truly terrible thought.
Oh, because everyone's dead.
Mitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming that he is indeed already dead. Of course, if even the long-deceased like Mr. Shram can blend in with us undetected, then maybe we've all been dead from the very start.
Everyone is dead.
Yes. I think that this is probably the afterlife.
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here, while an endless, infinite snowstorm rages outside. It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being some of us died more recently than others. Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Seems like we misunderstood what it meant after all. Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply meant that all of us were already dead.
So all our attempts to survive.
Hard to say. At the very least, we helped 2 lost souls find clarity and go to where they belong. The presence of those 2 is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just souls returning to the ley lines for good.
If what you're saying is true, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after all these days.
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all.
Am I really dead?
No.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How...
Not even knowing how we died is preposterous. Good grief.
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. It gave me lots to think about as I strode out into the snowstorm. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death, the exact moment I died. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw some... I can't remember.
Mitya, your hand. Is that blood on your fingers?
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did... What the... I guess... this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness. What's wrong? Do you recognize the symbol?
It's...
Oh my god, death!
Ruler of death.
Ruler of death. I completely forgot to think about the literal death in the room. Death herself. Oh my god.